This President's Day, I can't celebrate. I can't do it this year. While we have a lunatic like Donald Trump back as President of the United States, who seems to be hell-bent on leading this country to ruin rather than making it great again. Him having his dog, or his real boss, whichever way you want to put it, Elon Musk, running roughshod over the government, firing people by the thousands. Not to mention the fact that this guy actually fired 500 people who are essential to looking after the nuclear arms in our country. He screams that he wants to eliminate government waste, to eliminate the corruption. But today, and I'm making this video on February the 16th, 2025, he spent $5 million on a trip to Daytona, Florida for the Daytona 500. So he can drive his little car, the Beast, the presidential limo, aka the Beast, around the track, fly in Air Force One over the track, all of that costing the American taxpayer, you and me, $5 million. And at the very same time, portions of Virginia, West Virginia, and straight along the South, Georgia, Kentucky, and several others, were devastated by floods. And Donald Trump wants to fly over the Gulf of America to satiate his ego, or basically to get a hard-on. Look at me, I did that. Look at me, I made this. Fact of the matter is, Donald Trump is no longer a president. He's no longer a politician. He's no longer a representative of the United States government. Donald Trump is nothing more than a gangster, a thug, a would-be mafia boss who at some point is going to get us all killed. All for the sake of his ego, all for the sake that he should never be questioned. The facts are the facts. This man is no longer the president of the United States anymore. This man is a dictator. This man is a monster. What sane person would push the American people to pay $5 million for a photo op, and he didn't even stay for the entire race? Heck, he didn't. This is the second time he did this. Remember, he went to the Super Bowl this year after saying that Kansas City was going to win, and we saw what happened then. This man doesn't care about you or me. This man only cares about himself. And he always will only care about himself. He had the perfect opportunity to show that it wasn't all about him. Plenty of times during the first 4 years of his presidency. Instead, you MAGA idiots voted this man back. A, because you're racist, because you can't take the fact that a black woman, Kamala Harris, may be more popular and more capable of doing the job than Trump can. The second part, you're stupid because you bought all the lies that Donald Trump fed you, and now here we are about to choke on those lies, a day at a time, as prices continue to soar, and more to the point, as our constitutional rights are being threatened day in and day out by this monster. Not too long ago, Donald Trump decided to post this on his Twitter page. He who saves his country does not violate any law. He who saves his country does not violate any law. What exactly is that supposed to mean, Trump? But first, before I answer that question, this is the kind of things that we hear from dictators. This is the kind of stuff we hear from Adolf Hitler. I'm trying to save my country so I don't have to follow the law. I'm trying to save my citizens from some perceived threat so the law doesn't apply to me. It reminds me of a quote from the Roman Emperor Cicero. Inter Rama, I am siget legis. That translates into, in time of war, the law falls silent. Is that what you're trying to say, Trump? You're at war with someone? You're deadly. You are certainly trying to start wars on your own. You're trying to start a war with Canada. I'll get to that in a few moments. You're trying to start a war, a genocide in the Middle East to get beachfront property in Gaza. Hell, you're trying to start a war with your own damn country. Every step you've taken to this point, every move you have made against the United States Constitution will result in a war if we're pushed hard enough. I'm not advocating for a civil war, but unfortunately with you, Trump, that seems to be something you really want. But let's get back to the law. You are an habitual criminal, Trump. You're a convicted criminal. Now, you may have escaped punishment because you're the president of the United States now, because of your idiotic supporters. But in the end of the day, in the final last analysis, you are still a criminal. So the law does apply to you at some point, Trump, and it will have its due. Whether it be 4 years from now or some point where you're impeached and removed from the presidency, because it's going to happen. You're going to answer for what you've done, come hell or high water. And make no mistake about this, Trump. This country that you hate so much because I don't even know why you hate this country. Maybe because you're not the God that you think you should be. But make no mistake about this, Trump. The American people, the real Americans that didn't buy your bullshit from your first presidency to this presidency, we are the hell and the high water. You have put this country in jeopardy in more ways than I could possibly fathom. And it goes beyond Canada booing the American national anthem whenever it's played in one of their sports events. Yeah, I forgot to mention that too. This past Saturday night, during the Four Nations tournament, the game between the United States and Canada, Canadian citizens booed the American national anthem, the Star Spangled Banner. Normally, under normal circumstances, I'd be outraged. I'd be angry. How dare you do this to our country? We respect your national anthem. Why won't you respect ours? But considering who the President of the United States is and what he has planned to do and what he is doing to our country and to Canada, threatening massive tariffs, even threatening to make Canada the 51st state, that wacko mind of his, I support them. Freedom of speech, right? Is that something that's supposed to be in the Constitution? But I support what they did. I may not like it, but I support it because we have a lunatic threatening to take over Canada. And if you think Canada is not going to fight back, you're dead wrong. So this President's Day, I won't be celebrating. I'll do what I gotta do Monday, and that's it. I won't take any special pleasure out of it. I won't celebrate anything. I'll just do what I gotta do. Because I don't see my country the same way anymore. We have a lunatic that's trying to destroy it, helped by other lunatics. And I'm not just talking about Elon Musk either. The guy who's practically trying to steal money out of our pockets. And you know you are, you son of a bitch. And you are going to pay for it one way or another, Musk. Bank on it. But the people I speak of are the very people who say America is the greatest country in the world. They even people who actually served in the military. Yeah, Pete Hegseth, I'm talking about your drunk ass. These guys are ripping this country apart, and I cannot fathom why. Is it because Donald Trump told you to do this? If that's the case, you need to resign your position and get away from him. Because one way or another, you're going to cross a line and you will be through. If that's the case, get away from him. If it's because you don't know what the hell you're doing, which is infinitely more likely, then you still need to run like hell. Because your time is coming. Donald Trump's presidency is going to end one way or another. Either he's going to be pulled out of office by impeachment, or he's going to leave office when his term is up. I'm not even going to discuss the third possibility, because I don't want YouTube to monitor me, and I don't want the government agents coming after me because they claimed I made some sort of statement against Trump that could be misconstrued as a threat. No. But his presidency is going to end one way or another, with those two ways by legal means. And once he's gone, and you have to look the American people in the eye, and then we ask you why you let all of this happen when you could have stopped it at any point in time. The Nazi defense of I was just following orders is not going to work. You better have a damn good explanation for the shit that's gone on because of Trump. And I was just following orders isn't going to work. The time is coming. We're going to be in pain for a long time because Trump is going to unleash hell on his own people, on his own country. But I assure you, that time is going to end. And you won't like the result of it. Happy President's Day. CTP, know the truth, God bless. Peace to the left, justice to the right.